Hello everybody, welcome back to WWTF. We want the best game show. I'm MikeC.
And I'm Fred White.
Hey, today we talk to you about what? Horror stories. As you see in my shirt, you know it's that time.
Yes.
It's in October. What you got for us, Fred?
Oh, bro. The Applebee's in Forestville on Donnell Drive.
How you keep going to this place, man?
Right next to the Target and the GameStop. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, talk to me, bro. What happened?
So this idiot named Nigel, that's the manager there, he pissed me off. And the reason why he pissed me off is because he said they do everything right at that Applebee's. They do everything right. And his thing was, I don't know about their protocol or their standards at other Applebee's, but we do everything right. Now, anybody that's been to the Applebee's that had the, what was the drink? I just forgot it.
Blue Lagoon.
The Blue Lagoon. Right? Anybody that been to Applebee's that had that Blue Lagoon knows that it comes with a gummy shark that's inside of it. A real big gummy shark, right? And the reason why they put that gummy shark in there is because it absorbs that liquor. And once you finish drinking that drink, some of that liquor is inside that shark. Right? Big jelly, right? Then you eat the jelly and, you know what I'm saying, you feel nice, right? This idiot over there on Donnell Drive, this Applebee's place, they were cutting up the jellies. Right? So me and Shantae ordered the drink, and this is the only reason why I wanted to go there, right? And mind you, weeks before that, we went out to Virginia, to the suburbs, and we went to Applebee's, and that was the first time that I had the drink. So good, I had two of them. I was like, God damn, this is... And both the big jellies was in there, right? So get to this Applebee's, order the drink, because she was like, I'm hungry. Like, well, where do you want to go? I'm like, okay, let's go to Applebee's. Okay, let's go to Applebee's because I want that drink, right? So get the Applebee's. That's the first thing we do. It's like, can we get a Blue Lagoon? 2 Blue Lagoons, right? The guy brings us the Blue Lagoons back. And we're immediately looking for the big-ass shark. And we're like, where's the shark? The dude said, oh, it's in there. It's in there. Just search for it. We don't see it in there because by now we would have seen the fin, right? We seen a little piece of jelly just floating in, right? So even if you sitting at Applebee's and you looking at the menu shows you the whole shark. You see the back fin in it, and then you see a little of the the dorsal fin in it, and then you'll see a little bit of the flippers or the back fin and the drink. I goes off. And this is an Applebee, and I told Stan about this. This is an Applebee that my man Stan frequently goes to. You can catch him there all the time at this Applebee's, right? So I go off. I said, I don't want this drink because it's not made the right way. It's not made completely. I said, why is it that when I go to these neighborhood bars or these neighborhood stores, the service and the food is worse than it's not made right, it's not done correctly, all that stuff. They cut corners and they take half steps and stuff like that. But when you go to the suburbs, like out in VA, they make the stuff right. You know what I'm saying?
I definitely understand, yeah.
We tasted the drink. Drink tastes like orange juice. You couldn't taste no alcohol in it at all. They really pissed me off. Took both the drink back. They brought another drink, some margarita. Took that back. The margarita that Shantae ordered wasn't in the correct glass, and we took that back. It was like, that's not the correct margarita. So they're cutting corners, and I think what they did was, it was supposed to come in one of those big glasses like the Blue Lagoon comes in, right? But they brought it in some other glass. And I believe what this idiot did at the bar was he just took the drink and poured it in the big glass and then brought it back to us, because I was so busy talking to her that I was like, I should have been watching the bartender when the waitress took the drink back. And this waitress was so adamant on getting a tip. She kept reiterating and saying, I hope that this doesn't destroy the relationship between you and I. Like, I'm not trying to hear this. I came here specifically for this drink. The drink is not made right. Y'all cutting corners. And even she said that, okay, they cut them up because we keep running out of them.
So she just basically told you.
Yeah.
Because you keep running out of them.
Because we keep running out of them.
That's not good enough.
No. I said, what does that have to do with me? So fast forward a couple of days, I call and I speak to this lady manager named LaShawn, and she assures me, I tell her about the story, she assures me that somebody's going to get back in contact with me. Nobody has. Then I call a couple of days after that, told this manager the same story. He says that there's no females on his staff because he was like, who did you talk to? I was like, I talked to a lady, I think her name is LaShawn or Sean. Well, we don't have any female managers on our staff. So he thought that I was lying. I was like, okay, Nigel was the manager. He said Nigel no longer works for the company. Then I called corporate. Corporate said that they would get somebody back in contact with me.
Still nothing.
Still nothing.
Wow. Write a letter. Write a letter. Email.
I'm going to do something because the food was horrible. The drink was bad. And some people may think this is anal or just going over the top. Again, well, y'all getting a bonus one because I went to Fridays, and Fridays I have those dollar margaritas, and they had one drink that had like a little piece of candy in it. We ordered the drink, but there was no piece of candy in it. It was a red, white, and blue, just small piece, and I told them take it back because the drink isn't made the way it is on the picture. Don't send me nothing half step, half corners. You know what I'm saying? Cut corners. And it's not made right, and you expect me to pay the full price for this drink. That's so. If y'all go to Applebee's, if you go to Fridays, if you go to if you patron any business and you ask for a product and it's not made the way that you see it made at the places where you go when you're out in the suburbs, send it back. Don't pay for it. Tell me, hey, look, if you didn't make the drink right, then don't charge me full price. Again, y'all getting another bonus. Went to the went to Fridays and Waldorf, Maryland, right? This is the time when I lost my driver's license, so I had a photocopy on my phone. So I'm showing the guy the photocopy on my phone. He's seeing all this gray, and he still want a copy, right? So it was me, Shantae, and her parents. We sitting there eating. We order this drink that has the fruit in it. They bring us the drinks. Well, they bring them the drinks because they wouldn't let me get a drink because I guess they said I was too young with all this grape. They brought the drinks, the fruit, nothing was in it, right? It was this fat dude, this fat waiter at the Fridays, right over there by where the Safeway is. He says that, okay, we didn't cut up any oranges or pineapples, so we don't have stuff. I said, look, take the drinks back because we're not paying for them. You know what this fool did? He brought 3 cups back with pineapples and fruit in it. Well, with fruit in it, and sat at the table. And that was supposed to complete the drink. So y'all got 3 horror stories in this one.
Wow.
Let me tell you, I'm gonna give y'all another one.
God turn it, Fred.
This is not really a horror story. This is how you can tell that certain places treat you differently than other places. There's this IHOP in Virginia, that we went to when we went to go up to this dealership, right? And about the Camaro, we ordered some center stacks. Now the center stacks this is an IHOP, has like some type of cinnamon bun topping on it. The drink, the pancakes was made right. As soon as we walk into IHOP, the waiter named Muhammad came up to us. We was like, wow, we was just blown. What would you like to drink? We got that drink that had the fruit in it. 2 minutes later, the drinks come back. What would you like to order? The center stacks. Center stacks came back 2 minutes after. These dudes was on point. The dude Muhammad kept coming back and forth.
Checking on you.
Phenomenal. Okay. Fast forward to a couple of days later. I mean, yeah, maybe a week or so later. when I started my new job. We go to the IHOP, buy Clinton.
Well,
ordered the same center stacks.
Forever in the day.
Forever in the day. Matter of fact, there's an African waitress that when we came in there, we waited about 15 minutes before she even came to serve us. Now, mind you, this is another bonus, okay? So, it's an African lady that works at the IHOP in Clinton, Maryland. Came in there, we sat down. That was her table. She ignored us. This white guy came in and she immediately went over there. After we was waiting 15 minutes. We called the guy that was serving somebody else. He was like, hey, can we get some service over here? And he was like, well, that's your waitress right there. Like, she seen us sitting here, but as soon as he came in there, she walked her little ass over there and got his stuff immediately. So we waited 15 minutes to get a drink. We waited 15 minutes to get the food. We're looking at the pancakes and like, hold up. This ain't the same center stacks that we got when we was out in the beginning.
Everything wasn't.
It was just regular pancakes. So that goes to show y'all, man, don't pay for anything, especially food. Don't pay for it if it's not what you ordered. Send it back. If it doesn't come back the second time correctly, just walk out. Go somewhere else. Just go somewhere else.
That was a plethora of horror stories all wrapped in one.
And big ups to Stan, because it initially started off with the Applebee story. But my man Stan, our man Stan, do something about that when the next time you go to the Applebee's, man. Tell them to put the whole candy in there.
That's right.
But the manager that I talked to, he was saying, well, I don't know why they did that because we have a whole stack of them in the back. And even that night, I asked the lady, I was like, look, I came here specifically for that drink. Can you go in the back and see if they cut up all the candy? Because I want the big gummy in there. When she came back, she was like, well, they cut them all up, so we don't have it. I said, nah, I don't want it. I was so pissed. And Applebee's, you still have not called me back. So you just don't know what type of customer I am. I can be anal. So I'm going to call everybody in corporate until somebody calls me back and fix this problem.
So, like always, if you enjoy horror stories as much as me and you, hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Gamer Show for today. Don't forget to head to the Facebook store page and follow all the prices. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe. Become a Gamers Club member. Don't forget about Patreon. Where you can donate, help out the show, get some nice things.
And please remember to like, subscribe, follow all our social media networks. Join our CMOS community and our website community where you get some free stuff.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time with WWTF.
We want the facts.
The Game Show.
See you next time, people watching. Thanks for tuning in.